Right, today's interview is related to Gary Numan's 1991 album Outland, and as you remember, in 1990 when he was recording that, there was a fire in his studio, and today we've managed to track down one of the firemen who was part of the fire brigade that turned up to put that fire out, and he's also a Gary Numan fan to boot, so I'm going to say hello to Bob Clayton. Are you there, Bob?
Hello, mate.
Cheers, Bob. Thanks for joining us. So, let's go back. Tell us about how you became a fireman in the first place.
Well, I used to be a fitter, for British Gas, and it was a bit boring, and I wanted something a bit more, exciting. But I'm a bit lazy as well, so I thought the fire brigade would be the ideal thing because, you sit around most of the day and then wait around till there's a fire. Some days you do nothing, but obviously there's some days you're doing really serious stuff and helping save people's lives, and I think it's a good career for me, mate.
Okay, thank you. So you're also a Gary Numan fan. How did they get into him? Was it right at the beginning or was it later?
No, it was right at the beginning. I saw him on Top of the Pops, our friend's Electric, which I loved, thought it was fucking brilliant, and then I bought all the albums after that. I went to most of the tours. My first gig was at Wembley, second night I went there, and I did all the tours right up to Sacrifice, I think it was. I did go to one in about 2002, but I can't remember what that was, but yeah, I used to go to all of them, pretty loyal fan,
Right, excellent. So how did you come to be, when you got the call to say there was a fire at Gary Numan's studio? What did you make of that? And did you know where you were going at the time?
No, I didn't know where I was going. The call just came through, and we just jumped in the van. The fire engine, and we were going up to Virginia Water, and I thought, wait a minute, that's where Gary Numan lives, and lo and behold, it was his place, and there was a little fire. It was a fairly small fire. I don't know why the old brigade went, but we put it out. I think he put a couple of wires back to front, which triggered off the fire, and so we went in there and put it out.
Excellent. And did you get to speak to Gary then?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought he was he was a bit off with me at first.
Really? So why do you think he was off with you?
I think it was just the stress, because he would have to record that album, and I think he was a bit pissed off with that. Yeah, I heard him on the phone to a geezer, I think it was Miles Outland he was speaking to at the time, and he was getting all sorts of abuse down the phone about it.
Right, okay. Yeah, because I think Outland's a great album. To me, it's one of his classics. It's really, really great tracks on there. Soul Protection, Confession, My World Storm, Dark Sunday, From Russia Infected, Whisper, and one of my all-time favourite tracks, Devotion.
Yeah, it's a great album. It's a really good album, I think. And it's quite strange to be in his studio at the time. It was quite a small studio, to be honest with you. But, to be there is one of my heroes. It was great.
Excellent. Did you tell him you were a fan then, or what?
Yeah, I mentioned it, but he just kind of shrugged off. I think he was a bit stressed with the fire and all that, so I couldn't really have a proper conversation with him. I did speak to him on the Outland tour about it after the gig, and he was a bit more jovial about it then.
Okay, so what else then? Have you got any sort of? Obviously you've been in the brigade a number of years. You must have some funny stories about, your time there, and what happened.
Well, there's lots. Lots of stories. God, where do I start?
Can I get your Strepsil, by the way?
Mate, look, I don't need any of your jokes. smoking inhalation does that in me, right? Smoke inhalation. And I think if you come on here taking a piss, I'm not going to finish the interview. I'm sorry, mate. Right, you know. Anyway, I'll do it since you're a Gary Numan fan.
Right, sorry, mate. No more jokes.
Well, yeah, there was a couple of amusing incidents. Once I went to... There was a fire down in Clapham, a pub in Clapham, and it was a gay pub. I mean, right, no, I've got nothing against gays. I mean, I'm not homophobic. I had two mates who were in the brigade, two of my colleagues, they were poofs. I got on with them great, so I'm not homophobic, you know. But anyway, we went to this pub, fairly small fire, managed to put it out, but they did a jukebox, and the Depeche Mode album, Violator, had just come out. No, I didn't have it, but they had it on CD. It was one of the new CD jukeboxes that just came out, and I thought, I'm having that. So I pretended it was damaged with a smoke. I hit it with my hammer and nicked the CD. My God.
What a rebel you are then. That's funny. I like that.
And Violator, you know, it's a great album.
Oh yeah, it is a great album. Yeah. So, okay.
Another amusing story is, you know, you get the usual cats up the tree stuff and that, and I don't mind that, I like cats. But one time we went down to, was it Porter's Bar? A geezer had stuck a fucking bicycle bomb up his arse. You know, and he asked me to get out and said, I'm not fucking touching that. Go to fucking casualty. And we had a right laugh about that, you know. Fucking weirdo. And then there was the other time where we had, we got a call down Golders Green. It was like a solicitors, a Jewish solicitors. We got a call saying there was a fire. Then we got down there, and then he said, "Oh, sorry, it's not till tomorrow." Did you not get that?
No, mate, I don't get that one.
Never mind.
Right. So what's your favourite Gary Numan album then?
Oh, my favourite album has to be Replicas. You know, it's just fucking class. You know what I mean? It's really, really good, but also like Strange Charm. I think that's a great one. The Need's probably one of my all-time favourite Numan songs. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I fucking love it.
Right, okay. I'm not so keen on The Need myself, but I do think Strange Charm is a good album. Did you ever go like dressed up like Numan to any of the gigs and that?
Yeah, when I went on, we had one gig with the blue hair, you know, white makeup, like that.
Oh, like from the Fury album?
No, that's Berserker, mate.
I'm sorry, I'm always getting mixed up with those two. Yeah, I mean, what do you think of the current output then?
I think it's shit, you know. I mean, I think if it was a fire in the studio now, I wouldn't put it out.
That's amazing.
Because, you know, that stuff's shit nowadays. It all sounds the same to me.
It does sound the same, and I have to agree with you there, Bob, because I think, you know, like, what he's done, the 8 Fent stuff, all this theme stuff, and what do you make of this, the global warming stuff he's talking about, or climate change, whatever it's called?
I think it's a load of bollocks, mate. I mean, I work for the brigade, right? I know what's going on.
Okay. You're still with the brigade, fire brigade?
No.
Right, okay. What do you do now?
I do window cleaning down in Clapton.
Right, okay. I mean, when was the last time you saw him live then?
2002, down at Shepherd's Bush.
Right, okay. I think that was a weekender gig then.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was a tour. It was just one off gig, and yeah, it was all right. You know what I mean? But I mean, I liked some other stuff on Pure, but since then it's been all a bit shit.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
So, I mean, oh yeah, I forgot to say, yeah, when I did go to the Outland Fire studio, I got him to sign my hose.
You got him to sign your hose?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite amazing. So, did that not get damaged then?
No, his name was written on it for years. It was written with one of those Sharpie pens, and any time I went out, people say, why have you got Gary Numan's name written on your fire hose? And I said, that's not his bloody name. I said, bloody autograph.
That's amazing. What a great story. I mean, do you think that are you going to buy the new album Intruder when it comes out?
Nah. I mean, I've heard bits of it online, and it's a bit, I don't like it. I mean, that fella Fenton, he doesn't have a fucking clue in my business. I think you should get a decent producer in, somebody who knows what he's doing, Flood, something like that. Anybody but Fenton, I would say.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of Gary Numan fans who would agree with that. Well, Bob, thank you. It's been a pleasure speaking to you today, and I wish you all the best with your window cleaning ventures.
Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.